Hello everyone, welcome back. We started Ambleside Online Year 2 and Year 4, Term 1, 2 weeks ago, so we did it for 2 weeks now. I wanted to do a quick recap of how it's going, how we are doing. If you are not familiar with Ambleside Online, it's a Charlotte Mason curriculum that's completely free online, and I just printed out their schedule, and let me show you what we are doing. So for my 7.5 years old, we are doing year 2, and for my 10.5 years old, we are doing year 4. For they schedule Bible readings too, and we just continue our family Bible reading, so we are not following their Bible reading schedule. And for year 2, you see all those crossed out. I thought we wouldn't do this one because I didn't have the book, and I thought maybe one history spine would be enough. And I was thinking maybe not do the Burgess animal book because we're still doing the Apologia zoology, and I thought that's also about animals. But then I found a Child's History of the World audio that's free on Hoopla through our library, so we added that back in. That's Island Story and This Country of Ours. I got them on Audible. So those are History Spine. And just before starting, I got this Burgess animal book actually in a used bookstore. So we actually are doing this too. So we are doing almost every book for year 2. But let me show you the schedule. First, besides the history spine, I only have this Country of Ours. The print is really small, but otherwise we listen to them. It's like 7 minutes per chapter. And then Trial and Triumph is a church history, and each person is really short. So those we do them during our family devotion because it's scheduled 3 per term only. So whenever it's scheduled, we insert them into our family devotion. And then for year 2, they have The Little Duke. For history, it's about Richard the Fearless. Burgess Animal Book for science. Tree in the Trail for geography. And then literature, The Pilgrim's Progress, and this term, Understood Betsy. For Pilgrim's Progress, in my previous video, I actually said I was considering doing Little Pilgrim's Progress to ease into that, but then someone recommended an audio drama version on Audible, which follows the original text, almost follows the original text with some conversation. It's an audio drama, so his Christian's wife comments, "Oh my goodness," things like that. But we can follow along in the book. It's going well, so we are actually doing the original text for this. And then Parables of Nature, or Parables from Nature, which is scheduled not every week, and Shakespeare retelling 2 per term. those, and I added in 50 famous stories from year 1, which we didn't do. So those we rotate through during our morning time together with both of them. So we kind of follow this. I'm doing 1 week parables from nature, 1 week Shakespeare, like that. So we cover these during morning time. The rest, it's about 1 to 2 readings per day, 5 days a week, and each reading is 10 minutes. But understood Betsy, each chapter is 20 minutes, so sometimes we split into 2 sittings. Books for year 4, This Country of Ours, that's the history spine. Answering the Cry for Freedom. It's like 3 people per term. It's one, it's their history time. And Trial and Triumph, we are doing during family devotion. Poor Richard, it's Benjamin Franklin. And Ming of Mississippi, same author of Tree in the Trail, so that's for year 4. Texts, 1 chapter is longer. Tree in the Trail is 1 page per chapter. This one is 3 pages per chapter for geography. And also I thought maybe we wouldn't do storybook of science because again, that's animals. We just did zoology with Apologia. But then I found audio on YouTube because I didn't want to buy another book. So we are just listening to this now, and we are not doing Madame How and Lady Y. So that's the only book we are not doing. We end up doing everything else. This Gregor Mendel, it's a picture book, so I'll actually get it maybe on Amazon. I haven't done that yet, but will read it somewhere during the term. And Age of Fable for Greek myth, and Robinson Crusoe for literature. So for year 4, it's about 7 readings, 7 to 8, 15 minutes readings, so 1 to 2 per day. That's manageable. And since my year 4 hasn't read Pilgrim's Progress or Understood Betsy, and for term 2, year 2, they have Wind in the Willows, I really want him to read those books too. And Little Duke, it's not challenging but interesting for him too. And he loves Tree in the Trail too. He's reading for his brother. So my year 4 actually follows along with almost all the readings of year 2, which don't take long. It's a nice challenge for my year 2, but it's really doesn't add too much for my year 4. So he's actually doing year 2 and year 4. It's working for now. We'll see if he just has to do that for year 2, and maybe we'll see for year 3, and then after they'll definitely be in their separate years because he will have done year 4. So when they are in year 4 and year 6, they will be totally separate. But now he actually listens in or read year 2 books with his brother too. So for now, their favorite books are the Burgess Animal book from year 2 because they love animals, and then Ming of the Mississippi. That's the one he wants to do more than 1 chapter per week. So once we read something, I just crossed it off. So those are all the readings for week 1, year 2, and that's for week 2. Same thing for year 4. So each day we read this. For example, I cross it off. So we started actually 2 weeks ago. You can see we completed the first 2 weeks, and we did actually we have a few extra readings. We are into week 3 and 4 already, and you can see that's what they like. They like the island story, the history spine stories, and being of the Mississippi, he just wants to keep reading. Oh, and for year 4, the longest book I think is Robinson Crusoe. I calculated because my version, my copy doesn't have the same chapters. It doesn't have chapters. So I calculated pages, and he has to read 15 pages per week to finish it in time. And we tried 15 pages, takes him 30 minutes, so we'll do 2 15-minute sessions for Robinson Crusoe. That's the challenging book, I would say. All the others, it's able to finish the reading within 10 to 15 minutes for each. And we schedule the richest poetry, art, hymn during morning time or family devotion. And we try to do 1 or 2 readings, usually history spine, in the morning between math, copy work, handwriting, those things. And we'll only have 1 reading per year in the afternoon. So we do the year 2 reading, year 4 actually reads together and do some math activities, and year 4 will do his individual reading. And our day doesn't take too long like this. We do about half an hour morning time with this Bible reading, and half an hour math built-in break in there, and history spine, writing, Spanish. We have to read some books in Chinese too. I didn't show them here. And a reading in the afternoon, some other math, and year 4 reading. So it's about 1 hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning and 1 hour in the afternoon. It's very manageable for now. So for the riches, we are following AO poem for year 2 and year 4. We are doing hymn during family devotion. And my year 4, he's supposed to do actual Shakespeare plays, but since he never read those, so it's recommended to start with retellings. So he's doing the retellings with his brother, and he's not doing Plutarch yet. And for artist study, we have this beautiful collection. So we are using this instead of the Ambleside Online links, because I have this like physical copy. So poetry, art, for handicrafts, they are actually doing a lot of origami. Like this is a clipper. This is like it gets and that's a bird.
This is a button.
Huh?
This is a boat. This is a fortune teller. This is a ring. This is a cube. This is a bunny, and this is a basketball hoop. You just flick it into the hoop. You just make a paper little wad, and then you can flick it into the hoop.
A lily flower and snowflakes. They also did a lot of clay figures for our ocean box because we studied ocean animals. That's
Walrus.
uh-huh.
The narwhal, its nose fell off accidentally. This is a crab. This is a starfish. This is a turtle. This is a Dumbo octopus. This is a seahorse. A frog.
That's his tooth, right?
Yeah, that's his tusk. It fell off. And this is a stingray. This is a flounder.
But we're not doing composer study and folk song yet because I'm not a music person. I just have to figure out how to. I know it can be very simple. We can just listen to it during mealtime. We just haven't started yet for folk song and composer. So in general, we are enjoying this curriculum. These are beautiful books and it's working well schedule-wise for now. We'll see. I'll definitely do a recap again at the end of term 1. For Chinese, I'm just reading them picture books. We have this series. I posted read aloud videos on our channel too. These books, these translations, that one we read in English too. That's the person who studied snowflakes. So I just read them picture books in Chinese. Thank you for watching. If you have done those years or you have experience reading any of these books, you have any recommendations, tips, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you.